Hello and welcome to the Chicago Bears franchise, everybody. It's week 11 with the Vikings and Bears squaring off here in Chicago. The Bears have fallen to 4-5 and they've lost each of their last 4 games. They're hoping the losing ends today, and their matchup today pits them against the team they last defeated, so there is some good news there. The Vikings enter 6-3 on top of the NFC North, and they have no Dalvin Cook today, and we'll see how that affects their offense. Let's get underway here with the Bears, starting with the football. We have Kendall Demmons, the rookie, on the return, who attempts to make a move and is taken down at the 24. Recently, this offense has really struggled, and today one of their focuses is going to be establishing the ground game and sticking with it. And the first play goes to Jordan Howard, and he goes nowhere. Excellent play there by the linebacker. The team has just not thrown the football well lately, as Trubisky dumps it off, and Max Williams, who returns to Minnesota where he played some college football, he can't hang on, so it's 3rd and long. Trubisky needs 11 and overthrows Richardson as he's picked off. Here's Harrison Smith the other way, taken down by Frederick Chickalow. Chicago again starts horribly as Mitchell Trubisky shows one of his biggest weaknesses as a professional player. His accuracy is so inconsistent, and it's caused a lot of turnovers in his career. The Vikings take over, Sam Bradford in at quarterback, and the tailback now is Perry Foley, the rookie out of Louisiana Monroe, who has a ton of speed. Here's the carry on 2nd down, and Foley finds some space, tries to spin, and goes down on minimal contact, just shy of the 1st down marker. Minnesota with the 22 personnel run it again. Foley, 2nd effort. That should get the 1st down as the Vikings move the chains. Foley does have 4 rushing touchdowns on the season. He'll get the call again, and this time he is stuffed. Jalen Egbo is there to lead the charge. 3rd and 9, both safeties patrolling the end zone. Bradford underneath here to Seth Roberts inside the 5, and that won't get it done, so a field goal coming for the Vikings. Trailing by 3, this is now the 9th straight game the Bears have trailed at one point or another. And they'll get a good run now, and they need this. Jordan Howard breaks off the 1st down. When they beat Minnesota, they ran for 178 yards, and they haven't reached that mark since. Trubisky now to the air, and that time the accuracy is not a problem. Harlan Regis makes the catch against Xavier Rhodes. Even through this losing streak, Regis has been phenomenal. Here's good protection, and Trubisky throws incomplete as that appeared to hit Max Williams right in the hands. 3rd down against this vaunted pass rush, and they'll blitz Trubisky, and the rush gets there with good coverage on the back end. It's Everson Griffin. We're seeing a lot of the same here in the first 8 minutes of the game as the Vikings take over. Bradford off play action. He'll air it out, and that's nearly picked right through the hands of Adrian Amos. No Eddie Jackson today with DeAndre Houston Carson filling in for his injury. Here is Rudolph unable to make the catch as Starling there in coverage might have gotten a hand on it, I'm not sure. Bears take over now and they have good field position, but can they do anything with it? Quick throw as Meredith struggled to get off the press coverage, only a couple yards. 3rd down now for Chicago as they do spread out the defense. Blitz sent again, back foot throw, incomplete for Paul Richardson, unable to hang on through contact. Bears once again keeping Pat O'Donnell busy as he sends this inside the 10. Diggs lets it go, and it takes a Bears bounce and a roll to the 6-yard line. So a long field ahead for Bradford and the Vikings. He'll come out in the shotgun, fake to Foley as the rush gets to Bradford, and it's a safety. There's Leonard Floyd. The Vikings have no A.J. Flynn, their rookie left tackle. And here's Leonard Floyd getting to face a backup and making the most of that opportunity. I always like a good baseball score here in my football games. 3-2 Minnesota. Chicago toss right to Reek Cohen runs out of room. The Bears do want to get him more snaps as they do further emphasize the ground game. On 2nd down, airmailed for Max Williams. Trubisky falls to just 2 of 7 on the day. Another long 3rd down, extra blockers here for Trubisky, and they do their job. Trubisky incomplete for Richardson. Once again, he's met right at the catch point. 4th down, Chicago. Again, they got to kick this away. Pat O'Donnell to Stephon Diggs, who won't let this one go. Diggs breaks the tackle. Nice move. Now breaks to the inside. And Diggs is dragged down after a nice 15-yard return. Vikings with 2 and change to go in the first quarter. It's Sam Bradford floating outside with perfect precision, finding Seth Roberts. Bradford's accuracy has always been fun to watch. From the 50-yard line, fake to Foley, and Bradford downfield again. There's Diggs, brought down inside the Chicago 30. Minnesota quickly on the move. They're back in field goal range. Another play action here for Bradford. He gets all day, airing it out, and that's Thielen for the touchdown. Sam Bradford making it look easy as Thielen makes a nice catch and breaks the plane. And Minnesota now leads 10-2 here, still early in the game. After starting 4-1, this team has just lost their way. Down 8 now, Tariq Cohen. Nice stiff arm as he runs tough to the 34-yard line. Maybe the last play here of the first quarter. We have play action. Trubisky now outside the pocket. Only 2 in the pattern, and he'll just keep this and gets out of bounds ahead of Anthony Barr. From the 40-yard line, they bring in the fullback Michael Burton, who was busy last week. And Jordan Howard's tough running will get the offense 8 yards. It's good to have a back like Howard who can do a lot with a little. Start of the second, pitch left, and Eric Kendricks seeking Tariq Cohen makes the tackle for loss. Chicago gets to a 3rd and 5, and they'll just go empty. Trubisky has time, and he'll take off against the weak pass rush, and Trubisky has the first down. So at least Chicago able to convert a 3rd down this time. From the 49, draw now, and Howard again getting some extra yardage to the Viking 42. Howard at 4.1 yards a carry this season. That would be a career low. 3rd and 3, and Trubisky doesn't have the time as Everson Griffin once again arrives as he beats Deion Dawkins. Chicago still just the 2 points from their defense as Perry Foley gets the carry, and there's open space. He's got home run speed, and he will go the distance. 80-yard touchdown for the rookie. Drafted in the 4th round, he has good size, dangerous speed, and we see it on display here. Got to give credit to Seth Roberts, though, for getting a block on the nickel and the safety. Issues on both sides of the football here for Chicago as Kendall Demmons takes this kick, heads to the sideline, and loses his balance. It is solid field position as special teams might be the only strength of this team at the moment. 11:20 to go in the first half as Cohen takes the counter. And the Bears who want to run the football, I mean, you can't lose sight of it here. You can still run the football in the first half, and they're obviously working off that still. Play action now, and Singletary's going to fight ahead to move the chains. That's good effort. Now at the 50-yard line, handoff, Howard running wide, and there's Danielle Hunter to take him down. Such a disruptive front 7, it's hard to match up with them. 3rd and 13 now for Trubisky. Looks to the sideline, and Max Williams tiptoes to make the great catch. So Chicago converts a very tough 3rd and long. New set of downs, and Trubisky on target. There's Meredith inside the 35 of Minnesota. They've got to do a much better job on first down so they can get these 2nd and 2s where Jordan Howard can go downhill and move the chains again. 6:52 to go now in the quarter, and read option. Good call here as Trubisky gets a couple, and Xavier Rhodes makes a great aggressive play. 3rd down again for Chicago, needing 4. They'll swing it out to C.J. Ross, tries to turn it up, and the first down is saved by Harrison Smith. 4th down. Chicago, who has no offensive points, will just take the field goal. After their early game struggles last week, they don't want to have a repeat. It's now 17-5. Now can they get a stop and maybe one more possession before halftime? Here goes Foley, quick redirection, and he's got the first down. Not much help in the second level here for Chicago. 4 minutes to go in the first half. Play action. Bradford under heavy pressure and thrown to the ground. That's Adrian Amos on the safety blitz. Now they've got Minnesota in a tough spot, 3rd and 16. They only bring 3. And Bradford lays it in, and that's a catch by Laquan Treadwell as Minnesota moves the chains. They have not found a way to cover that deep middle all season. Now Bradford to the open Adam Thielen, who may have scored had he not lost his footing. Inside 2 minutes, Chicago. Draw play, and there goes Foley. Up the middle for a first down, stopped by Marquise Starling. Minnesota with a bunch formation. They want the screen, and that's not going to work. It's covered, and that is Bram Dirth, who seems to always be the first one there on these screen passes. They'll play very soft again on 3rd and long with Bradford trying to extend the play. This time the coverage is good, and the rush arrives eventually. Hello, Leonard Floyd. So 3 more on the board for the Vikings as Chicago will have a little time. They want a screen that nearly gets intercepted by Mackenzie Alexander. They get 3. Chicago trying to hurry up now, 25 seconds on the clock. Trubisky steps up and drops it over the middle, and Regis unable to hang on. 3rd and 8 now. Vikings send another blitz, picked up, and the pass is offline. Looking for Regis on the crossing pattern. It's been yet another tough first half for Chicago as we'll take this to halftime. 20-5 Minnesota. The offense still looks lost, and we'll see if they can find their way in the 3rd quarter. Welcome back, everybody. Chicago again trailing to the first place Minnesota Vikings, and the Bears haven't really had a good game on either side of the football. They're on defense here to open the quarter. Perry Foley picks up a blitz. What a play. Bradford airing it out, and now he's intercepted. Here goes Adrian Amos. He's got a path to the end zone. Touchdown. Well, if we got a score on defense, I guess that's how it's going to be. The Bear defense has now scored 8 points, and the offense has amounted to just a field goal. So that's where we are right now with the Bears, who cut this to a 1-score game. Back we go to the Viking offense, and they'll hand it off to number 25, Perry Foley, and he is stuffed by Starling. Chicago is looking for a lot from the rookie, and he's been delivering in a lot of cases. On 3rd down, Bradford now missing badly, and that's a 3-and-out for Minnesota. Good start to this quarter, at least, for Chicago as they take over on offense. And the opening is there for Cohen. He explodes through it and gets past Harrison Smith. Now a foot race, but Cohen, running out of gas, is caught by Anthony Barr. But it's still a spectacular run. And look what he did to Harrison Smith. Meeting the safety head-on would not be the best idea, so a slight move there by Cohen is enough to get Smith to miss wildly. He will do that from time to time when he wants to deliver the big hit. So Chicago here in the red zone. Trubisky's quick pass, caught, and that's Max Williams to the 10. They need at least the 2-yard line here as they go bunch formation. Trubisky 3rd and 8. Rolling outside, looking for Max, who stays too close to the boundary and heads out of bounds a couple yards short. Chicago again has to settle for 3 as we see Dion Dawkins now is not going to return to this game. No fake this week. Bears kick the 3 and make it a 20-15 game. The first 4 minutes of this half have been pretty good for Chicago. Can they build off of it? Up 5 now. Here is Foley out of the end zone for Minnesota. Heading to the sideline. Good block by Diggs. And there's that speed again on display as he takes the ball into Chicago territory. About where they kicked it from. From the 34, Vikings, good starting field position. And there is Rudolph for the catch. He made 2 touchdowns happen back in that first meeting. From the 26, play action again. Bradford all day, and the throw on point to Seth Roberts for 6. Just when Chicago gets some positivity, Sam Bradford takes it away. Field goals are not going to keep up with Minnesota's big plays. Here's Tariq Cohen again on the carry, finding some daylight as he picks up 8 yards. 7 carries now for Cohen, much more than he normally sees in a given day. On 2nd down, they'll give it to Jordan Howard, and he will power ahead again to move the chains. Howard 40 yards on 11 carries. Now they open up play action. Short throw hauled in, and there's Max Williams. And that's kind of the template for what they want to do on offense now. They work the pass game off of what they're doing successfully. But now the rush gets there. A blitz from Kendricks, who's made a lot of plays against us this season. Hard to have a good plan here for 3rd and 15. They open up the formation. Trubisky steps up, throws behind his target, and is nearly intercepted again. 4th down. All right, defense, can you keep this game to just 12 points? Here goes Foley again through the middle, and he does not need much space at all. Imagine this backfield when Dalvin Cook is healthy. 5.5 to go. Blitz picked up. Bradford buys time, but it's not going to get him anywhere. He gets sacked, and Leonard Floyd now in pain. On a day where he's been very productive, Leonard Floyd now has to leave the game. Vikings 3rd and 14. Sam Bradford in a clean pocket, checks it underneath, and the Bears rally. So there is a stop. And now the offense from the 37. Michael Burton in the game at fullback, and they'll run behind him. Kyle Long back in the game as well, and there's an opening. Jordan Howard's longest run of the day to the Viking 33-yard line. Chicago now utilizing the fullback much more than you typically see. Play action to Howard. Trubisky gets outside the pocket. He'll head to the sideline and throw it to the wide open Meredith inside the 10. There we go. A connection sets up 1st and goal. Bears hoping they don't have to settle for 3 again. Trubisky gets flattened, floats it out. It's a catch. Touchdown. Cameron Meredith. It's his 4th of the season and maybe the best. I'm not sure how Trubisky got it there, but I'm sure glad he did. We're back to a 5-point game now as Bradford is going to the ground. It's Jalen Egbo, who normally doesn't get into the action in the pass rush. 3rd down now for Bradford. Sideline, Roberts off his hands and incomplete. Bears quickly seizing momentum. As the 4th quarter approaches, Bears down 5. Here's Howard, met quickly and stuffed by Everson Griffin, gain of a couple. This has now officially become the 7th straight game the Bears have trailed going into the 4th. 3rd and 8. Trubisky again off the mark, looking for Max Williams. 5-point game with 14 to play, one of the tighter games we've had over this losing streak. And that's a good play by Amukamara as Thielen can't make the catch. 3rd down again, they're showing blitz. They'll send it, and Bradford is laid out. It's Pernell McPhee as the Bears get another big defensive stop. The defense has stepped it up here in the 2nd half. 5-point game still, and Cohen gets around Griffin. Look at that speed. Not many running backs would have gotten anything on that play, but I think 2 of them are in this game right now. On 2nd down, Jordan Howard's turn, and he hasn't had much space, but look what he's done with it. Now the Bears find themselves on 3rd and 9. Vikings send 4. Trubisky steps up to buy time. Chased outside, airs it out, and the catch is made. Cameron Meredith never stepped out and again bails out his quarterback. Good day here for Cameron Meredith making plays. We'll set up a screen now, and there's some room for C.J. Ross. He breaks out the spin move and gets the 1st down. We're seeing them use 3 running backs, a fullback. It's been a good team effort here on the ground as Tariq Cohen gets 4. Cross the back this time on 2nd down. He'll run to the right, try to fight through contact, and maybe gets 1. Another 3rd down, a better situation here, needing 5. Trubisky's going to take a shot downfield. Knocked out of Williams' hands, incomplete. That's Xavier Rhodes. We're going to see Chicago go for it. It's 4th and 5 from the 38. Trubisky off his back foot. The catch is made, and that's Tajay Sharp, who had a clutch touchdown recently. 1st and 10, Cohen to the outside, but well read there by number 53, who makes a great stop. 7.5 to go here in the 4th. Play action now, Trubisky sets his feet and misses Meredith, who had gotten wide open. The miss sets up a 3rd and 10. Meredith and Richardson line up left. Trubisky going deep again and intercepted by Harrison Smith. The throw once more offline for Meredith, and the Vikings capitalize. So many missed throws by Mitchell Trubisky, and yet this is just a 5-point game. Good stop there by DeAndre Houston Carson. 3rd down for Sam Bradford. Look to go to the play action game again. That deep middle is open, and Roberts is flying through the defense, and he'll go for a 73-yard touchdown. He gets behind even Marquise Starling. There is no one left to really try at that spot. 34-22 as the Vikings try to pull away here in the fourth. And again, Richardson met going over the middle, and he has not succeeded there today. Third down for Mitchell Trubisky. And again, pressure forces him outside the pocket as he loses the football, and the Vikings will take over. The game now falling apart even further, and we see Trubisky again in a lot of pain. We have just seen a lot of familiar sights today. The team has a lot of weaknesses, and they're not able to mask them right now or even win with their strengths. Every team has strengths and weaknesses, but it's about which one shows up more, and it's been the weaknesses for a long time. Here is some pass rush now as Bram Dirth eventually gets to Sam Bradford. He has 5 sacks now in his rookie campaign. Time running out here, the Vikings content just running the football, and Foley is stacked up for a big loss, so a field goal upcoming again. Bears, not much time left. They do have Andrew Leonard now in the game as Trubisky is out. Short throw here for Cameron Meredith will get them about 6. We have seen a lot more Cameron Meredith today as he has the easier matchup than Harlan Regis against Xavier Rhodes. But this has been what's been derailing pretty much everything. That pass rush that just never seems to slow down. 52 seconds left to go. 4th and 18. Maybe this is it here for Chicago. Leonard buys some time and throws it perfectly as Meredith hangs on. And we're not quite done yet here in the Windy City. Tight formation for Chicago. And the rush handled this time. Regis off his hands. Not once, but twice. Tough game for him against one of the game's best, but he has to get used to these matchups. Second down, Leonard chased out again and flattened. Big day for Everson Griffin with 4 sacks. Chicago not using their timeouts at the moment. 3rd and 15 as Cole makes a diving reception. Not much time left though as we're down to 11 seconds. 4th down and 7. And across the middle, it's Kendall Demmons finding some space to operate. And the Bears use their last timeout, but there is not enough time to make this comeback. They will throw it up one time and this game will be over. Andrew Leonard, Hail Mary to the end zone. It's tipped and incomplete. And the Chicago Bears have lost their 5th straight game and fall to 4-6 on the season. And after a 9-7 year a season ago, the Bears are very close to matching that loss total as the losses continue to pile up. Today, Mitchell Trubisky's accuracy was again one of the biggest reasons that we weren't able to win. We focused more on the ground game. I said the goal was 40 rushes. We didn't do that. We still did very good on the runs that we did have. Jordan Howard grinded out those first downs, and we got some big play element in there as Howard and Cohen each had a long run. We also had Cameron Meredith do a really good job. We couldn't go across the middle against them. We couldn't block up front. It was just a mess. We almost ran for 200 yards, and had you told me that, I'd assume we'd win the game, but we were 3 of 18 on 3rd down and had the turnovers as well. Both interceptions were overthrows by Trubisky, and now we fall into a last place tie with the Green Bay Packers. I know the sliders are going to be a big topic down in the comments, and I made some changes a number of games ago before the losing streak started, if I recall correctly, but for some reason now, like, the pass blocking has fallen apart again and the quarterback accuracy is even worse. So I'll probably look at the sliders and try to get things balanced. I'm not really sure what to do with pass block right now because 90 was terrible, 50 is now terrible, and I'm not sure if 40 or 60 would be better than 50. I will try to figure it out. We are not going to have Leonard Floyd moving forward now. He's going to miss the next 4 games with his injury. And we'll look to end our losing streak against the Lions, who we're going to see 2 out of the next 3 weeks. And their team is mostly familiar from what we've seen in this series. And I know that with Trubisky's continued struggles, many of you want to know about quarterbacks in this upcoming draft class, and we'll look deeper at some of them in coming episodes. But just know it seems to be an impressive quarterback class. So that's good news. Thank you all for watching. I know these episodes have been tough to watch with the quarterback inaccuracy and the pass blocking, and I'll try to iron it out more. But I thank you all for supporting the series. Please leave your feedback down below in the comments. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe for more, and I'll see you next time. Have a great rest of your Sunday, or actually it's Saturday.